top priority of mine is supporting our law enforcement officers. During my time in Congress, I've worked with local law enforcement agencies to ensure they have the support they need to properly protect and serve our communities. I routinely meet with Pasco and Pinellas County and Hillsborough County Sheriff's offices and local police agencies to hear how they are working to keep our communities safe and how the federal government can be of assistance to them. Through these meetings, I have brought community leaders together with local law enforcement. It is critical that law enforcement and local residents have an open line of communication in order to understand the issues that each face and how they can best work together. This is something that is vitally important, and I'm proud to be able to facilitate these types of discussions. I'm committed to ensuring the safety and security of all communities by opposing efforts to defund the police, increasing funding for better police training, community policing, and equipment, including body cameras. Let me be clear for this, for the record, I have never and will never support defunding the police. Unfortunately, our nation has seen an uptick in attacks on law enforcement officers. In fact, the National Fraternity Order Police, that 51 law enforcement officers, they have said that 51 law enforcement officers were shot, 13 of whom died, and 40 ambush-style attacks as of June 30th, a 91% jump from the same time last year. It's really awful. In all of 2020, there were 48 ambush-style attacks, which left 60 officers wounded, 12 fatally, according to the group's 2020 summary. I'm a co-sponsor of two pieces of legislation that address the safety of our law enforcement officers: H.R. 3080, the Back the Blue Act, and H.R. 3079, the Protect and Serve Act. The Back the Blue Act establishes new criminal offenses for killing, assaulting, and fleeing to avoid prosecution for killing a judge, law enforcement officer, or public safety officer. The Protect and Serve Act, which was introduced by my good friend, fellow Floridian, and former Duval County Sheriff John Rutherford, establishes a new criminal offense for knowingly assaulting a law enforcement officer and causing serious bodily injury or attempting to do so in circumstances that affect interstate commerce. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle say they are capable of supporting the police and the safety of their communities. Let's come together and do that. If there are no objections, let's get on this bill and let's pass this bill on the floor of the House and send it to the United States Senate so we can save lives. I urge this committee to protect law enforcement officers and advance these critical pieces of legislation to the floor for a vote. I would like to thank the chairman. Thank you so much, the ranking member, and members of the committee again for inviting me to testify today, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Gentleman yields back.
Thank you.
Ms. Jackson-Lee.